So you kind of want to bring everything together. So you want the right agency that's geared towards marketing, that's help improving your SEO, working with them to help develop the proper plan to invite new patients into your office. So getting those leads, then it's kind of on you to convert them. A site and all your social media platforms that have a call to action, monitoring your progress, adjusting your marketing plan accordingly, seeing what your competition's doing, see what sets you apart, getting the reviews, responding to them, and then expanding your brand and so services and products that you offer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in to today's masterclass. My name is Angelina. For those who are new here, I'm just senior advisor here at Proactive Marketing. We're hosting today's masterclass with Dr. Layton. Dr. Layton, how's your day going?
Fantastic, and yours?
Great, thank you. So today we are going to be just briefing about some mistakes or just details when you're marketing your practice that sometimes we may overlook. So it's good to have that reminder just to make sure that we're maximizing your budget when it comes to marketing your practice and pushing your branding out. So whenever you're ready, Dr. Layton, go ahead.
So when your marketing isn't right, all the things that can go wrong, where it starts and where it ends up. So if you have the wrong agency working for you, I've been there, done that. It's the reason I've stuck with Proactive as long as I've stuck with them. Lacking that call to action. So we'll get there, but we did the masterclass last week on the call to action and why that's important. So if you guys want to go back and watch that one. No SEO, we've done a masterclass on that, not monitoring your progress, not watching your competition, not reading reviews, not having a static brand. So those are all the things that can affect your marketing and your marketing dollars and if they're being effective or not. So finding the right agency. You should obviously get personal attention. I've been with companies that, you start with them, they did your Facebook marketing, and then once it was turned on, but they didn't follow up with you. You were just kind of left hanging out in the cold. It's kind of frustrating, and the results kind of proved it, that it was ineffective. So you should have a campaign that performs. Search and compare your options. Look at the companies that are out there. Make sure you're looking at the reviews and see who has good reviews, and you should get a good feel from whoever it is that you speak to. So I know when I spoke with Andres, I had just a different feel than when I had spoken to the people from the other companies. It took me a little while to find the right company, but once I did, I've stuck with it because it's been a good choice. So having the wrong agency means wasted time, money, energy, missed opportunities. So all the time that I spent with the wrong companies, I wasn't putting out an effective message. I was paying for that, and there's people that were letting that ad then slide by, or weren't seeing at all people that should have been. So I was wasting time and money, paying staff to follow up on leads that were just dead leads, and not having qualified leads. So make sure you're checking the reviews on the companies that you're looking at to do your marketing. Call to action. So you should have it on all your platforms. It doesn't matter if you're doing print, if you're doing digital, there should always be a call to action to get the person to respond and do some sort of action in response. A good call to action is going to help convert patients. Scheduling, it should have your phone number linked to contact page, linked to booking tool. It should be very accessible, easy to see. It can be in multiple spots on a page. It can be in one spot. It doesn't matter top, middle, bottom, but having it there so people can see it, click on it, and get to your site is important. That can be the difference between having the ability to seal the deal on scheduling a patient or not. If it's that simple to just have a call to action button that does something on your site to get a patient, you don't have it, they go on to somebody else's site because they're in the car, they're driving around, they've got somebody else driving around, and they're looking for something easy and accessible, and you don't have it, then they're going to move on to the next one. So it's all about convenience. And again, that call to action, it should be very specific. And then you can kind of do your analytics. So looking at your Google My Business and see, if your call to action is working, because your site, it should drive the calls, the visits to the website, directions, and schedule. You'll be able to see all those stats coming in through the Google My Business analytics. SEO, so search engine optimization, uses keywords, meta descriptions, photos, videos to improve your ranks. So whether you're putting videos on there of your own, talking about different healthcare problems, if you're doing video testimonials, pictures of your office, pictures of yourself, your staff, using the keywords, so neck pain, back pain, headaches, migraines, personal injury, whatever it is that you want to see, putting those keywords in your website multiple times on different pages. So it helps drive your SEO. So improved rank means increased exposure. Increased exposure, you're going to convert more patients. You want to be as close to the top of that list as possible when you search, chiropractors in your area. Low SEO means you're missing opportunities. Somebody else is getting them because they're ranking higher. So you want to do things to help drive that SEO higher up the list. So again, using those chiropractic SEO terms, the neck pain, back pain, but chiropractor, chiropractic. If there's something else that you do in your practice, if you use laser, if you do rehab, putting those terms in there so you can see. So monitoring your progress. We want to know what's working, what's not. We like to keep a new patient log so we see where all our new patients are coming from. We want to know which of those that came in then were closed. So you want to know which marketing is working, what's not. You want to be able to see, obviously referrals are probably going to be your easiest to convert, but are you getting as many referrals as you are getting from, say, your Google ad, from Proactive, from whatever source it is? You want to be able to compare and see which one is driving the most people in your office, and then again, which ones are you able to convert? That allows you to reevaluate your marketing plan. Are you putting your dollars in the right place? Way back when I started, there was a theater really close to the office, and so they had come over and talked to me about putting an ad on the big screen. I thought, oh, that'd be great. My name's going to be up on the screen. Everybody's watching a movie. And I'm going to be in those initial ads to help promote my business. It didn't seem like it was that costly, but if you're spending and you're getting nothing in return, it's a waste of ad dollars. So, I kind of learned quick that you need to see a return on investment, the ROI, to basically validate why you're putting your marketing dollars where you are. So you want to know how all your different methods of engagement are performing, whether it's print, whether it's digital, and which sources and which ones are doing the best. So again, make sure you're putting your dollars in the right place. One of the doctors I'd spoken to, beginning of the year, he was wanting to dial back his marketing. He felt like, they were still kind of busy. Maybe he had lost a few people because of the holidays. Maybe having some issues with staff and like trying to pay for stuff with the staff. And my thing was, that was when they needed to be doubling down. Drive your marketing up, get more patients in the door, increase your collections. You're worried about not making ends meet, and so if you constrict your marketing budget on something that's already working, you're not going to get as many people coming in the door. So that individual, he needed to be putting more money into his marketing, drive more people into the practice, increase his revenue, and then basically help make his practice healthy again. Keeping up with the Joneses. You should know what your competition is doing. You should be able to look around and see what other doctors in the area are doing. So you can go and Google and start typing, chiropractors near me. You can low back treatment near me. Headache treatment, and see who pops up. See if you pop up. The other doctors that are popping up, why is it that they're popping up? So you want to see what the other treatment options are. Whether it's physical therapy, chiropractic, acupuncturist, naturopath, maybe an orthopedist is popping up. That you can comparing and seeing too why more people are, or why those sites are popping up maybe before yours. That will again help you evaluate your own plan and then make the changes that you need to make your stuff pop up. Check their offers. Do you have a competitive offer with the people that are around you? What's the appeal for their practice and what helps set you apart? Do you do rehab and nobody else does, or do you not do rehab and maybe that's a piece that you're missing and could add? It doesn't have to be high tech. You can do low tech rehab and still drive people into your practice. Rave reviews. So you always want to see what your patients are saying about your practice. We always talk about you trying to get reviews. Well, obviously you want good ones. So make sure you're checking them, but you also want to respond to the reviews. That helps drive up the SEO. So checking them regularly, making sure that you're getting the good reviews. and that you're responding to them. It also kind of tells you about the health of your practice. If you're getting a lot of 5-star reviews, then your practice is probably doing really well. You're making people happy. You're getting them the results they want. But if you start getting 1 and 2-star reviews, 3-star reviews, those aren't the reviews that you're really looking for. So they're probably going to leave a longer review if they're leaving a 1, a 2, a 3-star. Read it and figure out what's wrong with your practice. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your staff. Maybe you have somebody at the desk that isn't warm and inviting, or maybe there's some other component for treatment that's missing. But it allows you then to check the health of your practice and make the changes that you need to make people happy again. Expand your brand. So again, we talk about branding and getting you want your name and your image, your logo, your likeness. You want all those things out there. If you have a catchphrase or slogan, whether it's on your website, your business cards, but again, you want that uniformity. So uniform representation across all your platforms. So Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and your own website. And if you're doing print ads, you want all those things to look uniform. And then you can also expand your brand by having additional services and products. So if you do acupuncture, if you're selling retail items, selling, whether it's the rehab equipment they use in the office, maybe you're doing pillows, you're doing nutritional products, but again, expanding your brand and expanding your services and increasing your revenue. So you kind of want to bring everything together. So you want the right agency that's geared towards marketing, that's help improving your SEO. Working with them to help develop the proper plan to invite new patients into your office. So getting those leads, then it's kind of on you to convert them. A site and all your social media platforms that have a call to action, monitoring your progress, adjusting your marketing plan accordingly, seeing what your competition's doing, see what sets you apart, getting the reviews, responding to them, and then expanding your brand and so services and products that you offer.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I do have some questions just pertaining to the information. One of them being, I'm very confident that you actually brought this up in a previous masterclass, but can you remind us of how you monitor your progress in the practice? Are you doing this digitally or are you doing this like on paper?
So for progress, we actually digital format, we're using an Excel spreadsheet, keeping track of all the new patients that come in, where they come in from. Are they getting closed or not? So we want to know they're making it to day 2 and they're committing to care.
Right.
We're going on looking at the reviews, making sure that those are being responded to.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then I do know that for those who are using the proactive marketing system, everything is kept under one roof. So it allows us to manage, just manages the leads and making sure that you guys are contacting those properly under one platform too. So that kind of leads me to my next question. Are you doing anything right now to push your branding? I mean, I feel like given that you've been experienced for quite some time now, the branding part has become a little bit more easier as time has gone, but is there anything new recently to push, your practice a little bit more?
So I'm starting to work with more medical and healthcare professionals. So I've had some really good success with patients with like TMJ, for example. And so there's a group of dentists that would like me to come in and basically put together a presentation for them, what we're doing for TMJ dysfunction, and maybe try to find a way to coordinate care. Something that, we can kind of work back and forth. So I'm always looking for something like that because, chiropractic shouldn't be just relegated to this small little circle. I feel like what we do should cross over into a lot of the other areas of healthcare. So basically trying to get chiropractic out there, get the word out there, and what we can do and what we have to offer.
Right, exactly. And then I think your practice, you guys have scrubs, you wear there with the logo on it, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And then lastly, this is just a question out of curiosity because I really like that you brought it up. Did you take advantage of the movie screen thing that they were offering to you at the movie theater?
I've done it twice, and I did it in my first or second year in practice, and then I did it again probably almost 10 years ago. So, like almost, I don't know, maybe I'll go back to it again every 10 years, but I've done it twice, and with really no success. It was really disappointing. Yeah, I would have patients that would come back that, so existing patients, oh yeah, I saw you up on the movie screen, but it wasn't driving new business to the office. So
Right.
wasted marketing dollars. It was a reminder, maybe it put me front of mind while, but then they go and they watch, Spider-Man or whatever it is that they're watching, and, they forget about it. So
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and then because from what I could see it working. I didn't think that it's an idea that you should have knocked. I think the fact that you gave it a shot was exactly what was the right thing to do. But then it could have also been what you said, where they might have forgotten about it after watching a movie, or sometimes people don't like the previews. So if it was showing up during the previews, then they probably were paying attention. But that's kind of like the beauty and the pain behind marketing, right? You kind of have to find what works for your practice, and you have to find what doesn't work for your practice, and then understand that and find something to replace what doesn't work. But yes, thank you so much, Dr. Layton, as always, for the amazing presentation. For anybody who does have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, or you can always comment a post so the other doctors in the group can respond to, okay? Have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much, Dr. Layton.
you're welcome.